Whoops. Alright, welcome back. I've decided to do this again because for whatever reason this was very popular last time. The first one of these was very popular. I say very popular as if 37 views is a whole lot. In reality, 37 views isn't anything. But hey, neither am I. 37 views is more than the average view I get. So it's like, well, statistic-wise, since it get more views, and I really don't got anything else to do, I'll just do this again. Now, today's going to be a bit messier for me. You're not going to see... Well, you might. You might be able to tell the difference. Today's going to be a little bit messier on my end, just because, literally, as I'm resetting for this right now, I have my Wii U set up on the side, and I'm playing Galaxy 2 on the side. I'm currently at Yoshi Star Galaxy, so that does mean I take like 3 footsteps, and then I have to reach back over to do the reset. But hey, I'll figure it out. Currently fighting Kamek. There we go. Yoshi is now free. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I'm being dead serious. Alright, so as I play this today, got a couple things to talk about. I got 2 things in particular to talk about today. I got 2 stories to tell you guys. So I got my, man, I can't decide how to say it. I want to tell you guys about my day yesterday, as well as my day today. Let me start off by telling you guys what happened earlier today. Oh, by the way, this is day, I think this is day 11? Or is it 10? Or it might be 9. What day is it today? No, I think today's... Oh, crap. Well, the last time I played this was 2 days ago, and that was day 7. So simple math would tell that today is day 9 of hunting for this. Alright, so let me tell you guys about my day today. See, today was going so well too. Today started off pretty good. We made a big sale. We made a sale that was $2,100. And the best part about the sale, they didn't bargain. And even better on top, they used debit instead of credit card, because, you know, the transaction fees is the highest when it comes to credit cards. You know, MasterCards and whatever. Debit card, yes, there is a transaction fee, but it's less. You know, obviously cash is ideal, but who really carries around cash anymore these days? Not as many as I would hope. I mean, I always carry cash and card. Carry a little bit of both just in case, but that's besides the point. So, you know, today was a pretty good day. Starting off a pretty good day. A $2,100 sale. They didn't bargain. And paid with debit card. So it was a pretty good day today. It was starting off to be pretty good. You know, I fully expected them to bargain. It was a family. They chose some very expensive products. The mother, you know, the lady, she asked me how much. I said, for which ones? She said, all of them. I was like, oh. So, you know, I fully expected them to bargain. I had to write all the prices down on a piece of paper. The total came out to $2,100, and I said, ooh, your total is going to come out to $2,100. Oop. And, you know, I fully expected them to bargain. I fully expected them to go like, can you do a clean 2,000? That's like the bare minimum I expected them to do, or even to try. So, you know, it's like a $2,000 sale. Much to my dislike, I would have done it, because, you know, $2,000. But to my surprise, they didn't bargain. $2,100, and they were more than willing to. So, you know, that would put anyone in a good mood. A big sale like that, didn't bargain. So, you know, for the rest of the day, I was pretty jolly. I was pretty happy. Like, oh yeah, made a big sale. You know, we don't often make sales that big, but whenever we do, you know, it's something to feel good about. So I was feeling good. Man, I was so happy. I even went up to my dad and I was like, Dad, let me tell you something. Let me tell you some good news to make you happy. We made a big sale. We made a big sale. We sold, or rather we got $2,100. We got $2,100. You know, I was so excited. I was so happy about the big sale that I just went up to my dad and was like, Dad, let me tell you some good news to make you happy. So, you know, I was happy during the day. My day just got a whole lot brighter. And, well, how quickly I was humbled. The joy did not last long. It's almost as if the universe itself was like, nah, you a little too high and mighty right now. I gotta shut that shit down. So what happened? So after we made that big sale, you know, it was like 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was lunchtime. For those of you saying that's like a very late lunch, well, that's normal for me. That's a normal lunchtime for me. So, you know, it was lunchtime. And before I even get even more further into detail, I think you guys might be able to piece together what happened as you hear what I'm about to say. So for a few nights, you know, my mom cooked up a beef stew for dinner, and we've been eating it for several nights. She brought the remaining to work, you know, for her lunch. The remaining leftover, she brought that to work for us to eat. And after the big sale, you know, I went to reheat the food. What had happened was, I accidentally spilled all of it onto the floor, and I had to clean it all up. You know, it only made sense that I had to clean it up since I was the one who caused the mess. But like, well, not only was that embarrassing, it was just frustrating. Not only for me, for my whole family. You know, we were all so happy after the big sale. And then there I go, messing it all up. See, what had happened was, as I was microwaving it, I was heating it back up, the rim of the container was a little dirty, and I didn't want to get my fingers dirty. So what I did was I tried to grab it another way with my fingertips, and, well, one slip up, and all of it went onto the floor. So, I spilled all of our lunch onto the floor. I had my own Kevin spills his chili moment. And like I said, you know, I was so happy, I was so, you know, beaming with joy after the big sale that the universe is like, no, you a little too happy right now. I gotta humble you real quick. See, not only was it embarrassing, it was also, you know, you guys know me. I don't like to waste food. And not only that, not only did all that food go to waste, it was also a waste of money buying the ingredients. It was a waste of time cooking the food, cooking this beef stew. It was also, afterwards, a waste, an unnecessary waste of $12 because, you know, I accidentally wasted all our food. So, I then actually had to go out and buy lunch for us all to share. So it was a waste all around. All because my clumsy ass can't even do the simplest things right, like reheating food. See, this is why I've stated in the past, and I will reiterate to you guys once again, don't ever trust me with anything. Like, for real, don't ever ask me for anything. I am untrustworthy. I am unreliable. Don't ever ask me for anything unless you want to be disappointed. And it hurts me deeply to say that. You know, like I said before, I wish I was the type of guy where, you know, when people have issues, they're like, oh, let's go to him. He's very smart. He's capable. He can solve anything. Let's go to him. You know, I wish I was that type of guy. I wish I was the person people went to solve problems. Because, you know, that's a good feeling. It's a good feeling knowing that, you know, you matter. You're capable. That you make an impact in people's lives enough for them to, you know, rely on you like that. Sadly for me, that is not the case. In fact, whether I like it or not, I have made it so where the opposite is the case. Whenever people have issues, they actively think not to come to me. As much as I like it or not, I brought that upon myself, whether I wanted to or not. You know, I think I'm just gonna stay single by choice. I think that's best for everyone. Do everyone out there a favor and just stay alone. Probably the world would be better off for that. Because if, and this is a big if I ever have kids one day, it pains me deeply to know for a fact that both their mother and their father, would be like, don't go to your father. He can't really do anything. Like, he can never accomplish anything. Go straight to your mother for help. It pains me dearly to know that will be the case, no matter how much it hurts. Because, you know, if there's one thing you never want the man of the house to be, besides abusive, it's incompetent. And, yeah, that's all I am. That is the, you know, I am basically the definition of it. Why can't I ever do anything right? I can never do anything right. Why am I a living nuisance? Man, I just had to ruin the high we had today. Such a big sale, too. No annoying bargaining customers. No larger than necessary transaction fee. A big sale, lots of income. And I humbled me, and I disappointed everyone so fast. Before anyone's going to question, like, well, wait, you actually made the sale, though. So, don't be too sad. Let me just quickly correct you there. I said we made a sale, so I didn't do it myself. If I did it myself, that would make no sense, knowing me. So it was a team effort. So I don't get all the credit. I only get, like, I basically get a participation credit, let's be honest. You know, it's not a good feeling to be this unreliable, to be this incompetent. It's not a good feeling. You know, I always tell everyone, whenever people make mistakes, I always tell them, like, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Or it depends on how big the mistake was, obviously, but, like, I always try to make people feel not as bad about their mistakes. You know, because we're all human. We all make mistakes. Maybe I do that to compensate, to overcompensate for myself. Because nobody makes mistakes more than I do, and that is a God-honest truth. Nobody makes mistakes at the rate that I do. And trust me, it's not a good feeling. We've all made mistakes before. And it's not a good feeling. That's just how life is. But when every waking moment in my life I make nothing but mistakes, it makes you really wonder, like, what am I doing on this earth? What is my purpose on this earth? So, you know, nobody knows what it's like to make more mistakes than I do. Wait, what? Nobody knows what it's like to make mistakes more than me. So whenever people do make mistakes around me, I never want them to feel the way that I do. But it's inevitable that they will, so I try to cheer them up as best as I can. Try to, you know, lessen the impact as much as I can. Well, on a side note, I just finished the first star at Yoshi's Star Galaxy. Now I'm going in to do the second one. Oh, this is the one with the King Lakitu. Oh, if only you saw the disappointment on everyone's face. I couldn't do a simple thing right. And what was worse was the fact that it followed up on something to be so happy about. You should have seen my mom's face, because she was there. When I told her, like, well, tell me why for a split moment I was considering scooping it back up into the container and pretending like nothing bad happened, but for a split moment I considered it. The reality set in, like, why even bother? There's no hiding it. And even if I did try, like, that's just... no. You know how dirty the floor at work is? Just no. But yeah, you should have seen her face. Had this face that spelled out both disappointment and I'm not surprised. You know, it's not a good feeling disappointing your parents, you know? And you know, looking back, my whole life was nothing but that. Sure, I made my parents proud every now and then, but I gotta be honest, I disappointed my parents more than I made them proud. You know, I'm not good at school. I'm not good at anything. You want to know what I'm good at? Shiny hunting. Though what would that really apply to in life? So, that was my day. I was overly hyped for a very short moment. And then I mess it all up. How quickly I was humbled. Like, it happened almost immediately. Right after we made the sale, they got their stuff, they left. You know, it was time to make the food. Time to reheat the food to eat. And then, well, you know the rest. Whoops. Anyways, that was my day today. The only other thing that happened today was I got a shiny Fair Seed in Pokemon Go. Today there was a Fair Seed Incense Day where you use the incense. You not only get a higher shiny rate for Fair Seed, you also got a higher chance of encountering mostly Steel, but also occasionally Grass types as well. So today was a higher chance to get a shiny Fair Seed in Pokemon Go. I tried to get 2. I only got 1. Tried to get 2 to evolve into a Ferrothorn, but that didn't happen. I thought it would end at 6 p.m. local time, but no, it ended at 5. Right as I was about to hit 5, I was considering using another incense to try to get a second one. Or rather, use my third incense for the day to try to get a second one. And then I looked it up. Nope, it ended at 5. So just before I hit 5, I'm like, there's no point in even trying anymore. It's about to end in like 7 minutes. You know what's actually a lot easier to play Mario Galaxy on the side while doing this? Is actually a lot easier than it looks. I'm not doing any sort of speed run or anything, I'm just enjoying the game. I also want to add that I'm not able to hear any of the Mario Galaxy music or any of the audio for that matter. Because I got my headphones plugged in for you guys to hear me talk right now. So my headphones aren't plugged in to listen to the OST, the God tier OST in this game. Alright, so enough about my semi-depressing day today. And also semi-positive day today. Let me talk about my day yesterday, or rather my night yesterday. Yesterday night, well, you may have noticed I didn't play this, let alone anything last night. That's because, first of all, I went out. Yesterday night, a friend of mine, he wanted us to go out and do something, anything, because he's about to have to go back to the dorms for school. And also he's about to get a new job, which he needs training for, so this is like the last chance he's going to have some fun with the boys. So, very last moment, he, you know, in the afternoon was like, yo, you guys want to do something tonight? And since it was his last night for actual fun, you know, we went out and did something. He said he wanted a rice dish for dinner. So, oops. So, I suggested, like, hey, how about a Vietnamese place? There's literally a Vietnamese place right outside my house, like not even a 5-minute drive. So I suggested there, because afterwards he wanted to hang out at someone's house. Wanted us to just chill. And because these guys usually just come over to my house to chill. I also needed to go back home to get my car before we went out to do whatever. So I suggested, like, alright, let's just go to this place that's outside my house, if we're just gonna chill at my house anyways. I also need to get my car. So, you know, I go home for, like, I go home to just, like, wash my face or whatever, use the bathroom, and then I have to drive back out for not even 5 minutes. Works for me. Well, my friends, so I expected that because yesterday was Saturday, it might be a little busy during at restaurants. So I went ahead and I went to the restaurant first to grab a table. It honestly wasn't that busy. And it didn't get that busy. So I went out to grab a table first. And I waited there for like half an hour to 45 minutes because they were late as hell. And you know, the one time I didn't bring my Switch with me or anything to shiny hunt on, because, see, one thing with me hanging out with my friends, they're like, bro, you're shiny hunting again? Every time we hang out, you always have something in your hands you're shiny hunting on. And you know, I figured this time, well, we're right outside where I live, we're right outside my house, dinner's gonna be quick, we'll go, we'll eat, maybe grab a bubble tea, we'll head back to my place, and I'll just shiny hunt there. Man, the one time I decided not to bring anything to shiny hunt on, out of fear of my friends once again being like, bro, you're shiny hunting again while we hang out? So, against my better judgment, I didn't bring my Switch to shiny hunt, well, this on, Regieleki. That's the last time I do that, because I sat there for like over half an hour just waiting for them. But anyways, eventually they came. We sat down, we ate. They ended up ordering pho, or pho, instead of the rice. It was me and two other friends. So, we ate. I ordered the wrong thing. Normally, I ordered the right main. I order lemongrass, pork, and chicken with broken rice. That's what I always get. I wanted the crispy, you know, fried spring rolls, but I ordered the wrong thing. I ordered the fresh shrimp rolls. It wasn't bad, you know, it tasted fine. Issue is, they had a whole ton of cucumbers in there, and I absolutely despise cucumbers. I cannot stand the taste of cucumbers. Before anyone asks this, you know, ask the question I hear all the time whenever I say I hate cucumbers. Literally, my friend asked this too. He's like, bro, doesn't cucumber taste like nothing? It just tastes like water. I'm just like, no. Cucumber has a taste, and it has its own taste. He's like, how does a cucumber taste? Doesn't it just taste like water? How the hell am I supposed to explain how a cucumber tastes? It tastes like a cucumber. It does not taste like water. It has its own flavor. It's like, how do you explain how an apple tastes? Right? Or how does anything else taste? Sure, you could say very obvious things, like you could say an apple tastes sweet, or you can say a chicken tastes savory, but it's like, how do you explain the core of the flavor? You know, how am I supposed to explain how a cucumber tastes if I'm saying it doesn't taste like water? It has its own flavor. I'm currently fighting King Lakitu, by the way. So, like, yeah, that's besides the point. I hate cucumbers. So what I ended up doing was trying to dig out all the cucumbers that were in the shrimp spring roll. Without the cucumbers, it tasted pretty nice. Especially with this hoisin peanut sauce to dip. But that's besides the point. So we ate, we went out and grabbed bubble tea. For anyone who knows what the place called Bake Code is, well, they had the seasonal drink that I've been meaning to try for a while. It's an iced peach matcha tea. I've been meaning to try that for a while. When I tried it, I was like, tastes a little off. Tastes a little not what I was expecting. It's like, well, what did you expect? It tastes like peach and matcha. What did you expect? Well, I'm more used to the artificial peach flavor. Because this one, I kid you not, tastes exactly like legitimate peach. It tasted like an actual peach, like a real fruit. And I know because just a couple days ago, I ate an actual peach. So it tasted like an actual peach, not artificial. It tasted like an actual peach and matcha. So that caught me by surprise. I also didn't drink it all at once. I drank like a third of it. Because if I drank the entire, large cup of it in one sitting, I would not have been able to sleep that night or yesterday night. So then we came back to my place, we chilled, and we ended up watching the movie Abigail. So I'm going to talk about the movie in just a second. But first, after we finished watching the movie, it was not too late just yet. It was like maybe 11 p.m. So they chilled at my place for a little bit. And after the film, both of my friends, simultaneously, at the exact same time, both of them took dumps in my house. One of my friends even asked for the Wi-Fi password just before, and then he's like, man, I gotta go take a dump. I'm just like, oh, that's why you wanted the Wi-Fi password, so you can be on your phone while you're, while you're, clogging up my pipes. I was telling him, like, yo, now that you got the Wi-Fi, please don't jerk off in my toilet. Well, one friend went to, sit on the throne, and then not even 2 minutes later, my other friend, he's like, yo, man, can I use your other bathroom? It's like an 8 out of 10 on how badly I need to go right now. I'm just like, fine, go ahead. So, back to back, simultaneously, both my friends had to take dumps on the toilet in my house. And so, we have a group chat. So I was just texting into the group chat. Both of these guys are currently taking dumps in my house. And both of them replied while they were on the throne. And so I gave the context to all our other friends in the group chat. I'm like, both of these were sent as they were sitting. And I even... one of my friends was in my basement bathroom. The other was in the ground floor bathroom. Like, damn near right above. Right above the basement bathroom. So I'm just like, bro, there is invisible shit flowing all around you. Inside the pipes, inside the walls. They're flowing next to you, above you, all around you, and you don't know. And you can't see it. Matter of fact, maybe like one... No, that's not 1 foot. Maybe like 6 feet right above your head. Our other friend is literally sitting on a toilet right above your head, doing the same thing. Ain't that a good visual to picture? Well, yeah, both of my friends, they took dumps in my house. And then, we sat and chilled for a little bit longer. And then, eventually, when it hit midnight, they were like, alright, time to leave. Don't want to stay up too late. So yeah, that was my night last night. Now, let me talk about the movie Abigail. This movie came out a couple months ago. The only reason we watched it is because my friend, he suggested it. He's like, yo, what kind of movie could we watch? And he kept on suggesting Abigail, because he was saying it's a pretty good film. He watched it with his girlfriend, and then he said that it was such a good film, he wanted to watch it again, but with the boys this time. I have just entered Spin Dig Galaxy, by the way. So, we watched Abigail due to his recommendation. Let me double check one thing. Let me look up the film real quick. Is it classified as comedy? Because I think my friend said it was comedy. It was labeled a horror film, but I don't know if it's labeled a comedy. If it is comedy, I don't think it should be labeled that. Sure, there was a handful of jokes in the film, but I don't think a handful of jokes should label it a comedy, you know? No, it's labeled horror and thriller. Well, first thing I noticed in this film were the handful of recognizable actors, at least actors that I recognized. People like Dan Stevens, Catherine Newton, Kevin Durand, Giancarlo Esposito. And you know, there's other people like Angus Cloud, great name by the way. Rest in peace to him. I gotta say, Melissa Barrera was a pleasant surprise in this film, especially some of the more cleavage-heavy scenes. My friend was even advertising to us like, hey, yeah, the film gets pretty good after she takes her jacket off. If you saw the film, you probably know what scene I'm talking about. Okay, so let's see. This film, at first so I want to mention also that I knew nothing about this film going in. I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't really like pay attention to the marketing. I never even heard of this film until my friend suggested it. So I went into the film completely blind. I didn't know who was in this film. I didn't know what this film was. I didn't see any trailers. I went in with a completely blank slate. So let's see. The film opens with a bunch of crooks, seeming like they were going to. No, wait, that's not how the film opened. The film opened with our main character, Abigail. Which, by the way, the kid actress playing Abigail, Alicia Weir, I think that's her last name. Or is it Weir? I think it's Weir. Alicia Weir, yo, she killed it as Abigail. She was fantastic as Abigail. You know, child actors are often hit or miss. Yo, she's a hit. Okay, that sounded bad, but yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. She did fantastic in the role. Because there were two parts that she played. Sure, she played the same character, but she played the character in two different ways. The innocent, you know, the innocent child portions, and then the sadistic, maybe sadistic's not the right word, the very creepy and very evil vampire side. So she played the role fantastically. She killed it. I think the movie starts off with both the crooks, like we see what they're doing, or what they're trying to do, set up what is kind of like a heist. And then we also see, Abigail practicing ballet in an empty theater. You know, she's practicing, right? She's practicing on the stage. So we learn very quickly that this girl, this supposed Abigail, is rich. So you begin to piece together the story. At first, I thought these guys were just trying to pull a heist. You know, trying to rob the rich girl house, Home Alone style. And then, you know, the story kept on playing out. They were actually there to kidnap the child because they knew her father was, you know, wealthy. So they were going to kidnap the child for, like, a ransom. You know, I can't imagine that scene was very morally sound to shoot. Even if it was pretend. But anyways. So let's see. They get the girl. She got. Then they drive off. They go to this, like, set up hiding location. It was actually Giancarlo Esposito's character, Lambert, who, like, set it all up and hired them. But we find out the reason why later on. So, they need to chill for a bit. So, their plan actually wasn't that bad in terms of, like, keeping the kid. They were going to keep her for 24 hours. So let's see. The plan was to have only one person communicate with her. You know, what they believe to be a kidnapped child at the moment. So their plan was to have only one person communicate with her. That way, you know, she has less of a chance to recognize voices. They also planned to blindfold her the entire time. Which, you know, makes sense. So only one person was allowed to go in to talk to her, and that was Melissa Barrera's character. You know, dubbed Joey for the whole film. Because remember, these guys are crooks. They're kidnappers. They don't use real names or personal information. So, Joey is the only one who is trying to keep the kid safe because she has a kid of her own. So she's actually nice to Abigail. But she still needs the money. Sorry, I just did the bonus area, so I was kind of focused on that. Oh, and I disconnected. Hold on. Stinking technical difficulties. Wow, it's really not reconnecting again. I also made some guac right before doing this. You know, we bought some guac at the supermarket earlier tonight. We bought the cheap ones, you know, the ones that were just about to, that were already ripened and very close to going bad. You know how sometimes supermarkets will package things like avocados that are about to go bad because they're already ripened and nobody bought them in time? And they sell them for cheaper? Well, we bought that. We bought like a pack of 5 for like $2 versus a pack of like, you know, 4 or 5 fresh ones, unripened, for like $4 to $5. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure I'm back now. Yeah, I'm back now. So, Joey goes to see Abigail, who is blindfolded and handcuffed. And she's like, can you please take it off? The blindfold's really tight. Now, if I was a crook, I personally would have just loosened it instead of just take it off. Even if Joey was wearing a face mask covering half her face. And I personally would not have taken off the handcuffs. I would have, you know, loosened them. I would have loosened both, but I wouldn't have, you know, taken them off. So we get this idea, or we get this vibe, that whoever Abigail's father is very dangerous. Not only is he rich, he's very dangerous. So, you know, she goes down to everyone else. She asks Dan Stevens' character, Frank, does he know who her father is? So out of suspicion, he goes and talks to her, and the dumbass walks in without any face mask. I'm just like, why would you do that? But then a little bit later, I realized, like, oh, that's right. He's still under the impression that she had a blindfold on. He didn't know that Joey took off the blindfold. So he thought he didn't need to enter the room without any face mask. Or any sort of concealing. You know what I'm trying to say. But I'm just thinking, like, bro, you still should have worn one just in case. But whatever. She says her father's name, which I don't even remember. Some sort of, like, extreme mob boss. Like, the most dangerous mob boss or whatever. So they all get scared. They're one by one ready to call it quits. You know, they took this job because they were promised, like, $7 million each. But then they're like, nah, let's live. Because supposedly, this person that they're dealing with has, like, hitmen and whatever, and they never know where the hitman comes from. Because, you know, they heard stories of, like, someone ready to testify or whatever was on, like, the 10th floor of a building or whatever, and there was no way in or out of the room besides the front door. So, like, how could the hitman have done that? And the body was, like, completely torn up as if it being attacked by an animal. Organs and limbs ripped off, decapitated as well. And by this point, one person already died, I think. So now they're thinking they sent a hitman. I think the hitman's name was Lazar. I don't know. Whatever. Now they know they're in danger, and they're also locked in. So they go and question Abigail. And then it turns out she's a vampire. Now, this is like maybe 45 minutes to an hour into the film. See, I didn't know anything about this film going in, so I didn't know where the horror aspect came in. I didn't expect this to be like a vampire thriller. Part of me was wondering, like, so you guys are just gonna subscribe to her being a vampire just like that? Not like a demon possession, not anything else. You guys are, you know, concluding vampire. Okay. Well, you know, the whole film was a vampire film. So silly me, I guess. So now Abigail, they know she's a vampire and she's loose somewhere on the ship. On the ship? I'm on Starship Mario, that's why I said ship. So now it's a thriller. They try to kill Abigail. First of all, they brainstorm. Okay, what can kill vampires? Garlic, sunlight, stake through the heart. And, well, here's the funniest, probably the funniest scene in the film. It was when Frank told Catherine Newton's character, Sammy, to go to the kitchen and find garlic. And she brings out a bag of onions. He's just like, Sammy, those are fucking onions. It's funnier when you watch the film. So their attempt to kill Abigail fails spectacularly. So then, just like typical typical horror movie trope, they're just like, let's split up and try to find her, because when they kidnapped her, when they kidnapped what they presumed to be a 12-year-old girl, they, you know, injected her with a needle that knocked her out. And also typical movie tropes where the drug takes effect immediately the moment it's injected. Let me think, what else? Okay, so they plan to knock her out and either kill her or whatever. So, horror movie trope, they split up. Genius. When, you know, 3 of them together weren't able to kill her, and, you know, so you're suggesting the 4 of you split up. There was another character who died quite fast. He died on screen too, and his death kind of almost makes no sense. He just had like a portion of his face ripped off. We didn't see it, but we see him standing still, which implies he died. And you know, it was so fast. It was so sudden too. It's like, wait, what? How did that happen? So they split up, they managed to knock Abigail out, and then she's in a cage and they question her. I'm just like, man, you guys are idiots. You know damn well she is able to break out of that cage at any moment. And sure enough, she was able to break out of that cage at any moment. So then Abigail... Oh yeah, also Sammy's character gets bit. For some reason, the garlic didn't work on the vampires in this film. I guess that's just a thing in this iteration of vampires, that garlic doesn't work. So, Trying to think, what else happened after that? I think they split up and try to find her? So Sammy went with, what was his character's name again? Peter, that's his name. That was his character's name. Sammy went with Peter, and he's not exactly the smartest guy, but that's okay. He makes up for it in muscle. But because Sammy got bit, she then got possessed by Abigail. And so she bit and killed him on the neck, rather viciously, I might add. And then, poor Sammy, she was just a kid in this film. Just a teen. And she died because she got bit. So she was controlled by a vampire, borderline turning into a vampire herself. And, well, one touch of sunlight to, like, the torso, and she just exploded. It's exploded into blood. That's a thing in this film, too. The moment a vampire dies, it's very sudden. And it's a big explosion of blood and guts, too. Near the, the second half to third act of the film, there's a lot more blood, like a lot more excessive blood. It's just having blood for the sake of it. Well, they encounter Lambard again. Turns out he was a vampire too. Abigail turned him into a vampire 2 years prior. And he's like, to Frank, join me. We can kill them both, Abigail and her father, and then take all the power for ourselves. He's just like, screw it. Bite me. So he gets turned into a vampire. And then he kills Lambard, literally stabbing him in the back, staking him through the back with a wooden stake, and then, he explodes rather instantly. Gotta say, Dan Stevens was pretty great in this film also. I recognize Dan Stevens and Kevin Durand for their work on the X-Men side of things. Sadly, I never finished Legion. I never watched Season 3. I still plan to one day. One day. On to Fluffy Bluff Galaxy. Oops. Hit that too soon. What else? So then after that, Frank fights Abigail. Abigail teams up with Joey. They take him down. They take down Vampire Frank. He got staked through the heart, and he too blows up instantly. Did you guys know in Mario Galaxy 2, Fluffy Bluff is the best galaxy to grind for coins? So then, Abigail's father shows up. Not Dracula. Unless he was, and they just didn't say his name. He did say he went by several names throughout the centuries. Hold on. Oh man, I missed a coin. Nope, never mind. Never mind. I'm doing the there's a pipe in Fluffy Bluff where the coin challenge in it. Well, I messed that up. Alright, Cloud Strife Mario. Whoops. Too soon. Well, yeah. Abigail's father shows up, and, you know, he's like, you know, acts like the epitome of evil or whatever. He lets Joey go. I kind of feel bad for the actor, because he really was just signed on to the film for literally the one scene. Well, Joey leaves, and then the film kind of just ends. No post-credit scene, because I doubt there's a sequel planned. Well, there could be. You never know. I doubt it, though. Well, that's like my very poor breakdown of Abigail. You know, I like the film. I don't think I really have any reason to ever watch it again. Besides, just a fun watch. If anyone ever wants to watch it again, and I just happen to be there, it's like, all right, I'll watch the film again. You know, I would say I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's a bad film either. You know, I didn't realize this was one of Angus Cloud's last projects before he passed. He had a really cool signature, by the way. By the end of the film, it said, "In loving memory of Angus Cloud." It's a pretty cool signature, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty creative, too. So, rest in peace to him. And yeah, that was my day yesterday. We watched Abigail. Got the Comet Medal for Fluffy Bluff. Well, now I don't really have much more to say. I talked about everything I needed to talk about today. Well, let me know. What did you guys think of the movie Abigail? I gotta say, maybe... I don't know if it's just because I'm older now, or if movies just aren't the same as they used to be. I'm not really fazed by jump scares anymore. Nowadays, I see a jump scare, I laugh more than I scream. I mean, there are the occasional jump scares that make me jump from the scare. I don't know. Maybe because I'm older now. When I was a kid, you know, jump scares would have me screaming. You know, earlier today, my mom was suggesting I basically get a new haircut. Because right now, my hair just kind of droops down. Kind of like an uneven bowl haircut. Do I like it? No, not really. Do I really... Whoops. Do I really care? No, also not really. I don't really style my hair anymore because I don't really have any motivation. I don't really have any need to, besides, you know, just looking good for the day. And it's like, well, not really motivated. I don't really care to do that. So, suffice it to say, I don't look that good. Then again, when have I ever? So my mom was suggesting that I get a new haircut. You know how guys would shave the sides, leave only the top to be long? She was suggesting either I like brush the top kind of like upwards and to the side or whatever, or completely like gel it all back with the side shaved. I don't know how good I would look with that. I don't know. Thing is, I don't know if I have enough hair to pull that look off. I only have so much hair on my head left, you know? Well, I've now made it to the chimp, and he just gave me the star. Really wish I can hear this music. You know, for playing this on the Wii U, the graphics aren't that bad. You know? Sure, they're not high def 1080p 60 FPS, but you know, it's like the 720, the 480 to 720p. It doesn't look that bad. Now I'm going to right side down galaxy. Wait a second. I think I just skipped over the second star and hidden star at Fluffy Bluff. What am I doing at right side down galaxy? No, let me leave this galaxy. No, there is no second star at Fluffy Bluff. There's just the hidden star. What am I doing? I forgot all about the hidden star. I forgot to go get the hidden star. I need the hidden star. Pretty sure there's a hidden star. You know, it's been so long since I played this game, I'm kind of fuzzy on which ones have hidden stars. I know the honey one. Crap, I forgot the name. The bee-themed one in World 2 has a hidden star. Pretty sure Cosmic Cove has one too. Uh-huh. Wow, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? My sister literally just told me, order a pizza. Y'all heard that, right? Well, let's face it, it's not the first time I'm doing something here, and my family's told me, order a pizza. You wanna know what's interesting? When I was a kid, like basically every week, I would ask my dad, let's order a pizza. Why do you think I'm so fat? Well, yeah, when I was younger, it would be my dad ordering the pizza, but now it's turned into me. That's turned into my job to order the pizza. Well, in just a second, I will need to fulfill my family's wish of ordering a pizza. Again, why do you think I'm so fat? It's 11:14 p.m. at night. Now it's 11:15. And what my family has as, I guess you could call a midnight snack, is frickin' ordering a pizza. Why do you think I'm so fat? Hold on, hold on. I'm doing the coin thing in Fluffy Bluff again. Hold on. Got it. And as a reward, a whole bunch of star bits. Okay, I'm going to mute for a second. That way, you guys don't hear. So I'm gonna order the pizza real quick. I'll still be shiny hunting. I'll still be resetting. You just won't be able to hear anything. I mean, it's like, is this really any worthwhile audio? Like, for real? So I'm just gonna mute myself for a sec while I order the pizza. Alright, y'all, I ordered the pizza. So, just give me a second. I just gotta go tell my family that it's ordered. And also how much it costs. After this last reset. Damn it. Okay, be right back. Jeez, it's only been a couple minutes. Communication with the Wii remote has been interrupted. Dang, that's how it was back in the day? You know, something I gotta say I do like that they changed in Mario Galaxy 2 over Galaxy 1 is that coins actually are worth a damn this time. Well, not really. Not really as much, but like in Galaxy 1, it was, you know, like a personal record thing just to see like how many coins you can get in the galaxy. But in Galaxy 2, you actually collect them. Sure, the purpose the thing you get if you max out the number of coins isn't really like worth it at all. I think it's if it turns all the coconuts in the game into watermelons. I think that's it. Not really worth it, to be honest. But like, you know, the completion's sake, that's worth it. Hold on, hold on. Get those coins. Yes, I got them. Doing the hidden star for Fluffy Bluff. Damn, I don't recall the hidden star in this galaxy needing 100 coins. Well, got a hidden star in Fluffy Bluff. Alright, now to right side down, huh?
Did you change something about the guac?
Why? Hold on, my family's questioning the guac I just made. Let me see if there's something wrong with it. Those avocados were pretty ripe. No, they said it's fine. I'm thinking because the avocados were very ripe, almost mushy. Maybe that's why. They did say it was a lot creamier this time. Why won't this damn thing be shiny already? I'm trying the hidden star for this galaxy first. Hold on, I'm doing... It's the fireball thing. And done. Yeah, they made it much easier than the first game was. Where you had to throw the bombs and blow up the garbage. In the second game with the fire flower, it's so much faster, so much easier. Oop, I think the pizza's here. Yeah, pizza's here. I'll be right back. Alright, the door has been answered. Got the pizza. Let me just go grab a quick slice. Alright, I got a delicious, fresh slice of pizza right here. This is my favorite way to have pizza. This is the way I like pizza. Fresh. To me, pizza is best fresh out the oven. Well, it's not out the oven, it was delivered. But you know what I mean. To me, pizza is absolute best when it's fresh. It's not as good overnight or when you reheat it again. Freshly made. That's my favorite way to have pizza. Can you guys hear my chewing? I told you guys that today would be a bit of a mess. This is the epitome of gaming, of being a gamer. Nothing like being an overweight gamer. One thing in front of you, another monitor playing a different game, you know, on the side with pizza. Only thing I'm missing is a liter of Mountain Dew, some Cheetos, and maybe a name badge that says Redditor. Well, not all Redditors are gamers. And not all gamers are Redditors. Gotta pause the game to take a bite. I'm not realizing. I should have brought a napkin. Look, you guys can see the time. The time I'm doing this. It's 11:43 p.m. and I'm eating a slice of pizza. No wonder I'm so fat. But can you blame me? Hey, my family wanted pizza. And I'm not gonna say no to a fresh slice. Yes, I'm eating the crust as well. Where'd my phone go? I think I left my... Nope. Nope, my phone's here. Never mind. Thought I left it outside when I went to grab the slice. I'm sorry if my chewing's annoying, or if you can really hear that. You know what? I'll push away the mic as I'm chewing. Alright, I'm done devouring my slice of pizza like a wild beast. I will now do what all the gamers out there do, and that is use my greasy mitts to touch my white Wii remote and my Joy-Cons once again. No, I'm kidding, my hands aren't greasy. You know, I'm not eating hot Cheetos and touching my white controller. Would you guys believe I've never had a hot Cheeto before? I've only ever had regular Cheetos, and you know what? I'm not complaining, because I like regular Cheetos. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a napkin real quick. I don't want herpes. I mean cold sores. Okay, I'm about to end this too. In like 12 minutes, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this at midnight. So I'll be right back. Let me grab a napkin real quick. Okay, let's hope we get lucky within these next 11 minutes. Sorry, I was just doing the bonus area for Right Side Down Galaxy. Oh, my controller disconnected for a sec. There we go. Man, I got hit by a Goomba because of that. Because I had to look away for a second to close the game. I'm now getting the 4 hidden 1-ups in the very corner of the planet in Right Side Down Galaxy. I love that the game devs actually hit these here, just in case someone was creative enough to actually try this. Whoops. And got the star at right side down galaxy. Remember, I did the hidden star first. Now I'm going into Flip Swap Galaxy. Well, I guess just let me finish Flip Swap Galaxy, and then I'll call it for tonight. Well, it's now midnight, another day without a shiny Regieleki. That's how the full odds hunts goes. And that's a lot of S's. Full odds hunts goes. And well, that's this galaxy done. Well, this will be the last reset for today. God damn it. Nope. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.